Hello everybody, so today we're talking about something that happens every time Blizzard hits a little hiccup. Like numerous sexual assault allegations, like little hiccups. Jokes aside, this sort of topic has cropped up again now that the Overwatch 2 beta is out and people are feeling feelings about it. I personally think you could release Portal 3 and people would have bad things to say about it, but either way, I think that the people who are assuming that this is Hi-Rez's chance to take all the disgruntled Overwatch players and show them the light that Paladins is the better game. I think those people are kind of missing the point, and I want to talk about why, because it comes up every time Blizzard just does anything, regardless of how shitty it is, right? So there's a bunch of different types of people who play games, right? And I think that's a whole interesting topic. But for the sake of simplicity, right, let's assume that there are comp players and casual players, right? You have your people who hop into ranked, and you have your people who hop into scrims and stuff, and then you have your people who will just play like quick play or just play once in a while or play arcade or whatever, right? So the Overwatch competitive players, right? I know a handful of these. I've competed in Overwatch at a collegiate level, and I'm trying to compete in Overwatch 2 right now, right? So I know a handful of these people, right? These Overwatch comp players, they might try Paladins. Every time I have had someone who's good at Overwatch try Paladins, they say it's better. But to a point, they know that I sort of feel the same way about Overwatch. It's like, ooh, Overwatch is this very polished game where it's competitive and I can have an impact, and then they're very jaded about their own game, right? The grass is always greener on the other side, right? So I don't think it's surprising that they think that Paladins is better, but that's partly because they're brand new to it and they're jaded because of Overwatch. The point is they're not going to stay. And I say this with the experience of having a handful of GM and top 500 players, people that I know. I've seen them try Paladins. I don't think any of them have gone above level 50 at the highest, and I don't think many have gotten above level 30, right? They are absolutely terrifying in plat rank though. But they're not going to stay, right? They're not going to stay in Paladins. The comp players are not going to stay in Paladins because there's nothing competitive about Paladins. There's no esports scene. And the consequences of having no esports scene makes it really hard for these types of players to care. And then a small difference that I think people don't really notice between the games is that Paladins presents its main mode as casuals, and you hop into ranked if you want that more competitive experience. In Overwatch, your main mode is ranked, and you hop into quick play if you want a more casual experience, right? So they're different. Overwatch is a competitive game and calls itself that. Paladins is also a competitive game, but it calls itself a casual game. So the comp players aren't going to stay because the things that they like about Overwatch just don't exist in Paladins. And the casual players aren't coming over because of the same reason that you're sticking with Paladins, right? Overwatch is the game that they like, with the characters that they like. And the reasons that they like it aren't necessarily tied to the quality of the game. I mean, the feedback about the Overwatch 2 beta, right? If you think that only having 4 new maps are, only peaking at 1.5 million concurrent viewers, right? If you think that is a bad reception, then you are smoking something. And if you think that the issues the Overwatch 2 beta is having are even close to comparable, that even just comparable to the server issues alone that Paladins has been having for the past 2 years, I don't know what to tell you. These are very different, and I don't know. And it is worth pointing out that Overwatch 2 is also only a beta, right? There is a reason that Overwatch is releasing a sequel, and if the Paladins IP really wants any hope of lasting for more than maybe a year or two, we might want to start asking for one of those instead of trying to get players from a game that isn't dying. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.